The story of Prophet Noah and the Ark is detailed in the Quran, particularly in Surah Hud chapter 11 and Surah Nuh chapter 71. Here is a detailed explanation of the story, context, and background. The people during Prophet Noah's time had deviated from the path of monotheism and moral uprightness. They were deeply engaged in idolatry, oppression, and various forms of wickedness. Despite facing resistance and mockery from his people, Prophet Noah persistently conveyed Allah's message, calling them to abandon their sinful ways and worship the one true God. Divine revelation and the construction of the Ark. In response to the people's persistent rejection of his message, Prophet Noah received a divine revelation instructing him to build an ark. The construction of the ark was to be a sign of Allah's impending punishment in the form of a great flood. Noah, in obedience to Allah's command, set out to construct the massive vessel. Ark specifications. Allah provided Prophet Noah with specific instructions regarding the dimensions and structure of the ark. It was to be a large, rectangular vessel made of wood and sealed with tar. The dimensions mentioned in the Quran are approximately 300 cubits in length, 50 cubits in width, and 30 cubits in height. The ark was constructed under the guidance of Allah, ensuring its seaworthiness for the forthcoming flood. Gathering of animals. As part of the divine plan, Prophet Noah was instructed to take aboard pairs of every species of animals and birds to preserve their existence during the flood. The animals voluntarily entered the ark, demonstrating a divine order and harmony even among the diverse creations of Allah. The flood. When the ark was completed, the great flood waters were unleashed upon the disbelieving community. The flood was both from the skies and the earth, as Allah opened the gates of the heavens and caused the earth to burst forth with water. This deluge engulfed the entire land, sparing only those on the ark. Noah's family on the ark. Prophet Noah's immediate family, consisting of his believing wife and sons, were allowed to board the ark. However, one of his sons chose not to believe and faced the consequences of the flood. The ark became a refuge for the believers, providing safety amidst the catastrophic event. The ark rests on Mount Judah. As the flood waters began to recede, the ark came to rest on Mount Judah, traditionally identified as a mountain in the region of modern-day Turkey. This event marked the end of the divine punishment and the beginning of a new phase for Prophet Noah and the believers. Allah's covenant and Noah's prayer. Following the ordeal, Allah made a covenant with Prophet Noah, promising never to destroy humanity in the same manner again. In gratitude and humility, Noah offered a prayer seeking Allah's forgiveness for himself, his family, and all the believers. Allah responded favorably to his prayer, emphasizing the importance of repentance and seeking divine mercy. Persistence in Dawah's invitation. Prophet Noah's story highlights the importance of persistence in delivering the message of monotheism. Despite facing rejection, ridicule, and hostility from his people for centuries, Noah remained steadfast in conveying Allah's message, exemplifying resilience in the face of adversity. Obedience to divine commands. Prophet Noah's unwavering obedience to Allah's command to build the ark serves as a model of complete submission. The meticulous construction of the ark according to Allah's specifications demonstrates the importance of following divine guidance without question. Signs and warnings. The construction of the ark itself was a sign and warning to the people of the impending divine punishment. It symbolized not only the physical preparation for the flood but also the spiritual warning that accompanied it, urging people to turn back to Allah and abandon their sinful ways. Role of believers in the ark. The believers on the ark, including Prophet Noah and his family, symbolize the remnant of righteousness preserved through divine intervention. This emphasizes the concept of divine protection for those who remain steadfast in their faith during times of tribulation. Unity and diversity. The gathering of pairs of every species on the Ark highlights the unity and diversity within Allah's creation. The animals peacefully coexisting on the Ark underscore the divine harmony present in nature and the importance of maintaining balance and order. Symbolism of the flood. The flood serves as a symbolic purification and renewal of the earth. It signifies the removal of corruption and the opportunity for a fresh start for those who survived. The floodwaters represent the cleansing of sins and the possibility of redemption through repentance. Lessons in leadership. Prophet Noah's leadership qualities are evident throughout the story. His ability to lead his community, build the ark, and guide the believers during the flood exemplifies strong leadership grounded in faith, vision, and a commitment to the divine mission. Post-flood covenant and mercy. Allah's covenant with Prophet Noah not to destroy humanity in the same manner again underscores the mercy of Allah. It reflects the compassionate nature of the divine, emphasizing the opportunity for repentance and forgiveness even after a significant divine intervention. Resilience of faith. The ark's endurance through the flood waters represents the resilience of faith in the face of challenges. Believers, like the ark, can navigate through the storms of life by holding onto their faith and trust in Allah's guidance. Family dynamics. The story sheds light on the dynamics within Prophet Noah's family. While his immediate family embraced faith and joined him on the ark, his son chose to reject the message. This aspect emphasizes the free will individuals have in accepting or rejecting faith, despite familial ties. Divine intervention. The miraculous aspects of the story, such as the divine guidance in building the ark, the gathering of animals, and the safe navigation through the flood, highlight the concept of divine intervention. It reinforces the idea that Allah is in control of all affairs and can intervene to protect and guide his chosen servants. Repentance and forgiveness. The narrative underscores the theme of repentance and divine forgiveness. Prophet Noah's prayer for forgiveness after the flood demonstrates the importance of seeking Allah's mercy and forgiveness, even for prophets who are regarded as righteous. Responsibility of prophets. Prophet Noah's mission emphasizes the weight of responsibility carried by prophets. They're tasked with guiding their communities, even in the face of resistance. The story underscores the challenges and perseverance required in fulfilling the prophetic duty. Teaching through stories. Causes. The Quran often refers to stories of prophets as a means of imparting wisdom and guidance. The story of Prophet Noah and the Ark serves as an educational tool, teaching moral and spiritual lessons that are applicable across different times and cultures. Lessons for modern environmental ethics. The story includes elements of preserving biodiversity and caring for the environment by taking pairs of every species on the Ark. This can be seen as an early lesson in environmental ethics and the responsibility of humans to steward the earth. Spiritual renewal. The Ark coming to rest on Mount Judy symbolizes a form of spiritual renewal. Just as the flood waters cleansed the earth of corruption, the landing on the mountain signifies a new beginning for those who survived, emphasizing the possibility of personal and collective renewal through faith and repentance. The role of prayer. Prophet Noah's continuous prayers throughout the ordeal highlight the significance of prayer in seeking Allah's guidance, mercy, and forgiveness. It reinforces the concept that turning to Allah in prayer is a source of strength and solace during challenging times. Lessons for the disbelievers. The story serves as a reminder to those who reject divine guidance. The consequences faced by the disbelievers in Prophet Nuh's community underscore the importance of reflecting on one's actions and heeding the warnings of prophets. Universal relevance. The universal themes in the story make it relevant to people of diverse backgrounds and beliefs. The lessons of faith, obedience, repentance, and divine mercy transcend cultural and religious boundaries. Lesson in humility. Prophet Nuh's journey reflects humility in following Allah's guidance. Despite being a prophet, he carried out the construction of the ark and the gathering of animals with humility, illustrating that even the most significant tasks should be approached with a sense of humility before Allah. The ark as a symbol of salvation. The ark serves as a powerful symbol of salvation and refuge. In times of difficulty, believers can draw inspiration from the story, understanding that obedience to Allah's command and seeking refuge in Him can be a means of deliverance from life's trials. Building community resilience. The story underscores the importance of building a resilient and righteous community. Prophet Nuh's mission aimed at transforming the society to adhere to divine guidance. It emphasizes the collective responsibility of communities to uphold moral values and righteousness. Miraculous nature of the story. The miraculous elements in the story, such as the gathering of animals and the construction of the ark, hide the supernatural aspects of prophetic missions. These miracles serve as signs for the truthfulness of the message and the authenticity of the prophet. Destruction of wrongdoing. The flood in the story symbolizes the divine punishment for persistent wrongdoing and moral corruption. It teaches that Allah intervenes when societies deviate from ethical and moral principles, emphasizing the importance of upholding justice and righteousness. Educational value for children. The story of Prophet Nuh and the Ark is often shared with children as a means of imparting moral and ethical values. It teaches them about the consequences of disobedience, the importance of listening to guidance, and the concept of divine mercy. Continuity of guidance. The story is part of a chain of prophethood, demonstrating the continuity of divine guidance throughout history. Each prophet, including Prophet Nuh, played a role in conveying the same core message of monotheism and righteousness. Reflection on personal ark. Believers often draw parallels between Prophet Nuh's ark and their own lives. The ark represents personal adherence to faith, obedience to Allah's commands, and a refuge from the storms of life. This metaphorical interpretation encourages believers to maintain spiritual preparedness. Purification and redemption. The flood can be seen as a symbol of purification and redemption. Just as the flood waters cleansed the earth, individuals can seek purification through repentance, turning away from wrongdoing and embracing a path of righteousness. Moral courage. Prophet Nuh's story requires moral courage, the strength to stand firm in the face of societal opposition. It inspires believers to uphold their values and principles even when the majority may deviate from the righteous path. The story of Prophet Nuh and the Ark continues to offer multifaceted insights and lessons, providing a timeless source of guidance for individuals and communities seeking to align themselves with divine principles.